Psalm 49 is our psalm for today. And if it sounds a little echoey, it's because I'm down in one of our Sunday school classrooms. It's down in the basement, got a hard floor. It's very echoey in here. Just kind of is what it is. But I wanted to be in here because of a couple verses of this psalm for us today. So Psalm 48. Great is the Lord, and greatly is to be praised in the city of our God. His holy mountain is beautiful in elevation. It's the joy of all the earth. Mount Zion in the far north, the city of the great King. Within its citadels, God has shown himself a sure defense. Then the kings assembled. They came on together, and as soon as they saw it, they were astounded. They were in panic. They took to flight. Trembling took hold of them there, the pains as of a woman in labor, as when an east wind shatters the ships of Tarshish. As we have heard, so have we seen in the city of the Lord of hosts, in the city of our God, which God establishes forever. We ponder your steadfast love, O God, in the midst of your temple. Your name, O God, like your praise, reaches the ends of the earth, and your right hand is filled with victory. Let Mount Zion be glad. Let the towns of Judah rejoice because of your judgments. Walk about Zion, go all around it. Count its towers, consider well its ramparts, go through its citadels, that you may tell this next generation that this is God, our God forever and ever, for God will be our guide forever. Now, as you were listening to that psalm, you may have been wondering for most of it, okay, what does this have to do with Sunday school and with kids and so forth? It's that last part. That after all that's been said, right, this sharing about what God has been, how God has been at work, the power of God, the majesty of God, the wonder of God, all of it, that it all comes down to this last part. Considering all of this, that you may tell the next generation that this is God, our God forever and ever, that God is our guide forever. When we gather together, and when we have kids come together, say in a worship service and we do a children's time, or we have kids in a Sunday school classroom, when we have young people together in a youth group, it's not just about having something for kids to do. It's not just about trying to get the church to grow through a good kids program. It's about passing along the story. It's about passing along not just the story of the scriptures, what God has done thousands of years past, but it's about how God is at work here and now. That God is alive now. It's not just what God has been in the past. It's what God is doing now in my life, in your life. I love this here of the handprints from our kids in this classroom. It's their mark. It's their message of saying, we're here too. For each one of us who walk in faith, we are here because someone has passed along the faith to us. And so it's that same call for each one of us to do the same, to pass it along. That it is all of our call to tell the story, to tell the story to the next generation of who God is and how God is at work.